Hi everybody. So today we have a very traditional set of sarees and in our semi silk. So all of you are giving a lot of love for our semi silks. So here we have an beautiful collection in Kattam range. So let me show you what we have. So in the Vati semi silk we have got this really traditional pattern and very traditional color combinations. Very apt for gifting. A lot of people who walk into our store straight away ask us for semi silk. So ரொம்ப டிமாண்ட்ல இருக்கிற ஒரு ஃபேப்ரிக். அந்த ஃபேப்ரிக்ல we have bought this really new type of design, which is the kattam, which is done on the entire body of the sari, and you have this little mile buttas that's done on the gaps, and we have this really beautiful kutti mile buttas that is done on the gaps. So for the border we have this beautiful temple borders, and on the below the temples we have a beautiful kodi pattern that's done and little diamond buttas. So the contrast itself is like super traditional. As you all know, blue and red is a very contrasting and a very beautiful contrast at that. The pallu of the sari is a nice grandly woven jacquard pallu. The blouse is going to be a plain contrasting blouse with the same border to go with it. Price of the sari is 2,750. This is how the entire sari looks, and that's how it drapes. So next up in our Kure Kattam is this beautiful Rexona green with a magenta parka color combination. So amidst these beautiful Kure Kattams, we have the mile that's done very beautifully on the gaps of the Kattam. So this is how it looks. For the borders, we have a lovely, Gopuram borders, and here we have a Kodi Visari that's done. A very traditional Kanchipuram border this is. The pallu is a tightly woven jacquard pallu, and the blouse is going to be a contrast blouse with the same border. Price of the sari is 2,750. You can shop them directly on the website. Thank you. So next in our Kure Kattam sarees is beige gold color, and beautiful combination of that beige gold and that magenta parka. For the borders we have lovely Gopuram borders that's done here, and here we have the Kodi Visiri very beautifully done, and here we have the diamonds. So all these together looks really beautiful, and that's the pallu. Pallu has beautifully densely woven pallu with those jacquard patterns and a plain blouse with the same border to go with it. Price of the sari is 2,750. You can shop them directly on the website. Just look at that beautiful color of that mauve and a darker shade of that magenta pink looks even more beautiful. Such a gorgeous color combination, and love the Kure Kattam done in gold. The mauve and the darker pink looks really beautiful together, and I love the composition of the entire sari. So this is how it looks. For the borders, we have a lovely Gopuram pattern, a Kodi Visiri, and beautiful diamonds that's done. The pallu is a nice densely done jacquard pallu, and we have it with a contrasting blouse to go with it. So this is a very beautiful contrast to that mauve. You can shop this sari on the website. It's www.selainayaki.com. Price of the sari is 2,750. So this sari gives me a lot of that Kanima vibes. So the color combination that the heroine wears in that song is also very similar, and the vibe of the sari is also very similar. So this is how it looks. A beautiful Kure Kattam with lovely mile motifs on the gaps. For the border we have a very nice bright red color border with beautiful temple motifs, Kodi Visiri, and diamonds that are done. So the pallu of the sari is going to be a beautifully done, densely done jacquard pallu with a maroon blouse that is a contrast to go with it with the same border. Price of the sari is going to be 2,750. This is how the sari looks. That's the overall drape of the sari. A light lavender mauve color sari with beautiful Kure Kattam with mild motifs done on the entire length on those little gaps. So this is how the sari looks. For the borders we have the beautiful temple motifs with the Kodi Visiri and the diamonds, very beautifully done. This is the pallu of the sari, gorgeously done densely done jacquard pallu with a plain blouse and the same border, beautiful contrast to the body of the sari. So this is how the sari looks, priced at 2750. You can shop them directly on the website. Just look at this gorgeous piece of sari. A nice, ஒரு நல்ல அந்த டைரி மில்க் கலர்னு சொல்ல முடியாது, பட் அந்த டோனில் இருக்கிற ஒரு கலர், பியூட்டிஃபுல் violet கலர். அதில் that கூரை கட்டம் லுக்ஸ் very very evident because of that gold zari on a dark shaded sari, looks more beautiful. So you can see the mile buttas that are woven on the gaps. For the borders, we have these beautiful temple borders that are done in violet itself. So when it is contrasted with that reddish maroon border, it looks even more beautiful. Okay, so this is the kodi visiri and the diamonds that are done. Very beautiful sari that mimics a kanjivaram. For the pallu, we have this beautiful jacquard style pallu and a plain blouse with the same border to go with it. This is the entire look of the sari, and that's how it looks on drape. I'm just so smitten with this sari. Just look at that combination. Very very usual combination da, but somehow when you wear such combination, you feel so rooted, and the South Indian touch varumbodhu it feels so rooted. So this is the beautiful bottle green and red combination, nice bright red combination actually, and full koorai kattam on the entire length, and on the gaps you have these beautiful mile buttas that are done. So on the border you have these beautiful temple borders done in green itself. The contrast looks amazing, and we have the kodi visiri and the diamonds that are done on the borders. So we have this beautifully densely done pallu and a contrast blouse to go with it. This is how it looks. So this is the overall look of the sari. Looks amazing, very very traditional and beautiful. That's the overall drape.